Right, you guys ready?
ComX presents.
Alex, not yet. Lauren, what are you doing?
Making everything look sexy and chilling.
By the way, I don't want to eat anyone's thumbnails.
Thanks, Nick May, for that's super helpful. Can we just get the show going?
ComX net, is it ComX net AU or?
Are you ready for drinking? Drawing? What about laughing? Well, hold on to your crumpets. It's season 2 of the ComX Friday Night Drink and Draw, with your hosts Sizzle and Spedsy, and the man they call Quick, plus Australia's most attractive artists and creators, many of whom have books for sale at comx.shop. Alright Dave, you can start drawing.
Yeah, if you can make sense of it, good luck. Hey, oh, hello. It's Friday Night Drink and Draw from ComX. Tonight's theme is pop culture icon Obi-Wan Kenobi. And our guest for tonight, as advertised, was Craig. And Craig can't make it. So it's just artists drawing Obi-Wan Kenobi tonight.
Woo!
Sadly, Craig has turned to the dark side.
Yes, welcome to the show. Next to me is Darth Quickless.
I can do that. I come prepared.
Nailed it. And then next to, also strong with the Force, is Lady Radis.
What up, Lady Radish? I'm trying to say bite size.
And then the man who was found half digested in a Sarlacc pit, it's Nick May.
G'day.
The man whose exhaust port is left unguarded, it's Alex Major. I didn't plan this out. This is horrible.
It's guarded, boys.
And fresh from a jaunt at Kashyyyk with the rest of his Wookiee friends, it's Lee Chalker.
Hey.
Lee Chookie, the Wookiee. Almost there.
I like it.
And then, of course, the Padawan, everyone's favorite Padawan, it's David Dye. Hello, sir.
Cheers.
Already drunk.
Wow.
Yeah,
The Force is strong, Dave.
I'm on my telephone, on mobile phone. I'm hoping to get on the
Mobile
computer.
device.
On the beers.
Someone you'll call back later.
Yeah.
You got a show on.
Taxi for Dave.
Yes, we are here to talk about, all kinds of things, but we are drawing Obi-Wan Kenobi, he of the Disney Plus show at the moment. For those who fear spoilers, we won't be spoiling the new show, so fear not, but we will probably talk quite freely about the previous movies and all that good stuff. Starting with Sizzle next to me with his earliest memory of Star Wars. Go.
Earliest memory. Oh, wow. Well, I believe it. Oh, no, I'm not going to quote that because I don't know for sure what year it came out, but I know it was very close to my birth.
1977.
77. So I was 2 years old, but I think I was a little older than that when I watched The New Hope. And I thought when I did, I would have, I'm not sure, maybe 6 or 7. I thought it was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. I loved it and have been a Star Wars fan ever since. But yeah, that's probably my earliest memories watching A New Hope, and it was friggin' awesome.
Who's your favorite
Darth
character?
Vader was scary as.
Who's your favorite character from all of Star Wars?
Funnily enough, Darth Vader. Even though I'm all about the Jedis, there's something about Vader that I just am drawn to.
You're drawn to the dark side of the Force.
I'm drawn to the dark side, yes.
You were meant to defeat the Sith, not join them.
I had the low ground.
Oh, as if we didn't start the show by saying hello there. But anyway. What about you, Quick? Give us a Star Wars memory. What's your first?
I didn't grow up with Star Wars. I think your dad has to get you into Star Wars, and my dad wasn't into it. My mum and dad were just, They point me in other nerdy directions, but not Star Wars. But I had, a VHS recording of Return of the Jedi that would get played a lot. And for me, that's the Star Wars film. That's my favorite Star Wars moments and all that. Yeah. And it started with a heist. And it got pretty wild after that. So it was a pretty rad little flick, that one.
Return of the Jedi is the first Star Wars movie I saw too. I saw it in the cinemas. That's how old I am. And it's also one of my first 3 comic books ever was... So not only did I see Return of the Jedi first of all the movies, the comic that my dad bought for me was the comic book adaptation of Return of the Jedi, but part 4. So I came in late for the movies and late for the adaptation of the movies.
Yes, you did.
Radis, where's your Star Wars fandom start, finish, begin,
Hey,
all that stuff?
look, I know, Nick, you said your dad has to get you involved into it, but I'm going to spin the table. It was Mum.
That's
Mum
cool.
is a huge fanatic for
Yeah, right.
Star Wars, so she loved it like from the first 3 that came out. I didn't really get that into it until number 1, episode 1. I actually don't mind going against the grain there, but I remember buying, like, all us kids got together, and for Christmas we bought her like a scaled replica of Millennium Falcon, which is still in its box, unmade, and we bought that maybe mid-90s.
Probably worth a bit more.
Yeah, well, it will get made eventually, hopefully. But yeah, that's it's been a big thing for Mum. So yeah, that's kind of where it started for me.
Yeah, I mean, does that show how much younger Nick and Lauren are than you and I, that their parents had to get into it?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
it's a little
my dad
scary.
didn't know what was going on. He was just like,
No
I
contract.
don't know, do you want to go see this family movie about a war that takes place in the stars? Seems like your kind of stuff. It's part 3. You haven't seen the first 2 parts. Well, let's go. It was the same with Indiana Jones. I've never seen anything like it. Just
Yeah.
It's not really spoiler free, is it? Though, if you know, like going to see a movie, what's it about? Oh, Star Wars. You know? But
yeah, unlike when we went and saw Dances with Wolves, and no one was dancing with pheromones.
You're watching the wrong one. You're watching the wrong version there. Well, the one I saw, there were lots of wolves dancing and singing.
That was the
That was
stage
a
show.
tramp, Alex.
that
Yeah,
was back
they
on
also-
your 007 trip to, you know, like Shanghai or somewhere, was it, mate? You know, like back in the day. Alex version.
No, that would have been
one.
some cheap Russian knockoff, maybe.
Fair enough.
Nick May, I think you were about 25 when Star Wars first came out.
I was. When Star Wars came out, my youngest brother was just being born, and Mum's 2 brothers came down from Sydney and took me and my older brother to see Star Wars. So in, I guess, October 77, I first saw it, and yeah, it was the most amazing thing ever. And it was probably the first movie that I went to more than once when it was out. So every kid who had a birthday in 1977 was going to see Star Wars. So yeah, still probably one of my favorite movies.
So you hijacked a lot of birthday parties, Nick. Is that what you're saying? Back in 77. Who's this kid? I don't know. I'm just here for Star Wars.
I just want to see Star Wars again.
Yeah, so ironically, you had 2 sisters, yourself and a brother. That's 2 boys and 2 girls. And then Star Wars comes out, a movie all about bringing balance, and your mum decides to unbalance the entire family.
Well, that's because Dan was meant to be the chosen one, and all of that other stuff. And he'll probably let you know whether he was or not.
Yeah. Why did you leave Dan burning in that lava planet?
Because he blamed me for something. I don't know.
You were my brother, Dan. I still am, but I'm burning now. Alex, favorite earliest memory of Star Wars?
What would have been the video games? Because I remember I don't remember Star Wars in Europe growing up in Hungary back in the 80s. But I talked to other Hungarians, and they swear that they in Star Wars in Hungarian is like Csillagok háborúja, and which translates the same thing. So they told me it was popular. I was there at the time, and I don't remember it. So my first encounter was with like the games with like TIE Fighter on the PC, and I played Dark Forces, which was like a Doom game with Star Wars stuff, and Rebel Assault. I don't know if anybody remember those, but so it was mostly for the video games, and then I did eventually see the movies on Channel 10. I think they had them like.
Nice. Remember those days where like the Saturday night movie? We didn't have
it was Sunday nights. It was across 3 Sundays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was on a VHS.
And who's your favorite character, Alex?
Well, trying to think which one. I don't know. Like, I like the pods and the pod racer on the. If you remember the little games, but that's not really a character. That's a machine. So I don't know. I don't know. I like the Ewoks. I don't care.
Hey, Nathan.
You like the Ewoks?
Yeah, I like the Ewoks. They're like little bears with creepy lips. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ewoks are more of a character, I guess, than a vehicle. What's your favorite character? Oh, the Millennium Falcon. What's your favorite spaceship?
Millennium Falcon is a legitimate character.
Yeah,
well, anyway.
I'll give you that. That's a
Which one?
For example, the Millennium Falcon is kind of like a character.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go. So Rob's arguments don't hold up. So,
Yeah.
I'm going back. Screw the Ewoks. I like the pod racers. They're my favorite Star Wars characters. Okay, next.
Yeah, I loved the Ewoks when I was a kid. I still love them. I think Return of the Jedi.
Ewoks rock.
Yeah, they're second best to the pod racers.
Lee, give us an earliest memory of Star Wars.
Okay, I got an uncle and an aunt. They're twins, and they're about 10 years older than me. So they went to the movies to see Star Wars, and were carrying on about it that much, but I couldn't go. I was too uncool for them because I was, like fucking about 3 at the time. They were talking about it for years and shit. And then in 1980, I think it was maybe my 3rd birthday or something, they were going on about how Star Wars was at the cinema. Now, I'd never been to the cinema before. My mum tells me this story. And I don't know, I went there with them. And then suddenly it wasn't what I thought it was. And I was having a big complaint because it ended up being The Empire Strikes Back. So for some reason, I had a big tanty because I was thinking it was Star Wars, but it was a different movie. And then the Battle of Hoth started about, that ice planet battle with the walkers and the snow speeders and Luke crashing, and that was pretty much it from my parents' tales. The tanty finished. My uncle and aunt were happy because I wasn't ruining, their time out. And The Empire Strikes Back's always been the one that's got the earliest memory. So that was actually my first film, apparently.
Yeah,
so
I think
I remember things vividly from that. Yeah.
Now your twin auntie and uncle, was there an awkward moment where they kissed before they realized they were twins?
No, well, in case that, I was placed between them, Rob, but I wasn't very tall. They might have snuck in a little pucker over the back of the top of my head or something like that. I wasn't privy to that, man. I was too into it, I think.
I wonder if, being a twin boy and girl, when you see the reveal that Luke and Leia are brother and sister, I wonder if that's finally we're represented. Twins that didn't know they were twins. I don't know.
I don't know if they felt represented, but they definitely didn't like each other as much as Luke and Leia, mate. So, and they still don't, like 40 years later. So, it's it is what it is. But yeah, no, I've always been a Star Wars fan since then. I've got the Millennium Falcon and an X-wing hanging off the roof in the granny flat, and toys on shelves and shit. So, yeah.
So the Millennium Falcon is your favorite Star Wars character?
Yeah, who's your favorite character?
Boba Fett.
Ooh,
when I was a kid, yeah, I loved that armor. It blew me away, man. And I remember going and seeing Return of the Jedi and thinking this is the moment I get to see Boba because, he's a silent dude that stands in the corner and stuff and looks real cool. And there's that scene in Return of the Jedi where, you know, they're in Jabba the Hutt's palace and there's that funky music playing and someone walks in, I can't remember who, and he gives that little silent, you know, like nod of, you know, like, hey, you know, like, and they recognize him and shit. And then like 5 minutes later, he's just getting into the action and ends up in the Sarlacc. So like, I was a bit, you know, disappointed by that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, highs and lows, mate, and everything, isn't there? You know, like ups and downs.
Welcome to the show, Nathan. Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, you too. So, had a bit of trouble getting on.
Is this the first time you've been on the show or second?
No, it's the
No,
second.
been on before.
Yeah, once before, but I think the singularity is finally catching up. So technology's surpassed my ability to keep up with it now. So.
Yeah. Do you have an early Star Wars memory? Oh, sorry. Yeah, go.
You continue. You're on the end of your little tangent. I'll interrupt after Nathan speaks.
Yeah, Nathan, have you got an early Star Wars memory?
I do. Yeah, I can remember going to see Return of the Jedi. I think I don't know how old I was, but this was back in the days when drive-ins were still a thing. Back in Geelong in Victoria.
Yeah.
But I can remember going in my parents' station wagon, and I think it was either a double feature or a triple feature. I can't remember, but I do remember there being Return of the Jedi and Every Which Way But Loose, I think was the other movie. At the time.
Clint Eastwood, yeah.
Yeah, so
did your mum and dad have a wicked fantasy painting done on the side of the station wagon?
No, but we did have the little mattresses and sleeping bags in the back.
That's
so
cool,
I think
man.
my brother and sister who were younger than me might have been a triple feature, and they had to go to sleep when Return of the Jedi came on. But I remember watching it and thinking that this is going way over my head. There was scary stuff in it, but I liked it. It was still a lot of fun. I can remember the big is it the Rancor? The big monster?
Rancor.
Rancor, yeah.
I remember that scene pretty vividly. And the Ewoks, of course, being that age, you know, I know the Ewoks are supposed to suck, but they were my favourite back then.
Man, it was a very traumatizing experience in Return of the Jedi too. You know, like when the Empire is starting to get on top of the Ewoks, you know, like fuck it up. And you know, like, and that there's an explosion, and the Ewok goes and grabs his little mate, and you know, like his little Ewok mate's dead, and he like that weird noise he made, like this weird Ewok crying.
this cry of anguish that he makes.
Oh man, that still sticks with me, man. That hurt.
Yeah, that was brutal.
I can still remember the very first Ewok movie. They're going to see that as well. I remember that actually scared me more than Return of the Jedi, again, because there was that big monster that was eating everyone, which, you know, horrifying as a kid.
It would be.
Man, don't worry about that. I was terrified in Never Ending Story, but I ran out.
I think we've all got traumatic memories of that movie. The horse.
The horse? No, that fucking flying carpet. What the hell was that? Like whipping around, you know?
Well, yeah, I hadn't finished crying about Artax. Was it Artax? Yeah, and then that wolf thing with the eyes that just sits in the cave and
nothing.
Yeah.
Stop it, Rob. I'm going to have to get off the camera. You're bringing that. I've got PTSD. Man,
it's they don't make kids movies as terrifying as what they used to be back in the 80s, I don't think.
Yeah.
No, now they're full of existential crises, and it's you watch it as an adult, and you're just like, this is horrifying for me now.
Too deep. It's making me think about my life.
Yeah. Like you try to watch Up, and the kids are loving it, and the adults are just bawling their eyes out. Do you have a favorite Star Wars character, Nathan?
I'm going to go for the underdog, and I'm just going to say Jar Jar. You know, someone's got nice. I think it's more because I came across that. I think it was a fan theory about Jar Jar. I don't know if people have heard this one, that there was supposed to be a bit of a long game being played, that Jar Jar was meant to be like the ultimate evil, like was kind of like the inverse of Yoda. Apparently, this is what the idea is supposed to be, that he was playing the clown and the fool, that he was supposed to be revealed by the end of the prequel trilogy to be the mastermind behind all the bad stuff.
Yeah, right. Wow.
I don't know how true it is, but you know, it redeems him in my mind, so I'll go with that.
I want to watch your movie.
All right, you ready? I'm going to share my quick. It's quite an elaborate quick this time around, but you're all in it. So eyes up.
Slow. Is it a slow?
we go. There we go.
Nice.
Hey, I'm Obi-Wan.
You made it, mate. It's the beard.
So why am I a koala?
That's no koala, buddy.
But it's,
Some Dave
my
Dye.
favorite character is the pod racer.
Yeah, talk us through everybody and why.
Lauren's headphones made for great Leah references for everyone playing at home.
Oh, yeah.
Rixie joined late. So did Han Solo. Good work, mate.
I'll take that.
We've got Nick May 3PO here. Here's R2 Sizzle too. I just added myself because I was waiting. A bit of boring Luke action here. And if you forget, I think this one works the best. Lee Chuka. Lee Chuka.
Definitely.
Alex is the cutest, just like in real life.
Yeah.
Right. You.
Dave, what about you? Earliest Star Wars memory?
My well, I went to watch Star Wars. It was January or was it December 1977 at Leighton Picture Theatre. It was just reached there, so we had to go watch it. It was supposed to be a big thing. Went in and watched it and walked out and said, "What the heck was that?"
Really?
I just did not have any clue what happened. It just went right over my head.
How old were you?
19, going on 19, 18 going on 19.
And yeah, you've just never seen anything like that?
I've never seen any movie like that in my life.
But in a good way, or was it where you're going
I don't know if I hated it. I don't know if I liked it. I don't think I had an opinion on it because I just just so I don't know. I mustn't have followed the story and just all the at the end. It's all those where they bombing that big spaceship, that thing, and there's all lights, spaceships flying around all over the place and shooting everything, and it was pretty amazing. But yeah, yeah, that was what it did to me. I just didn't know what I just saw. Because most movies I'd seen before that were quite just normal movies. They weren't just all that action and
Flash Gordon?
No, Flash Gordon wasn't on then.
Was it?
Flash Gordon was a mid-80s movie. Wasn't it 83 or 84? But it was a serialized black and white TV show, I think, in the 50s.
Oh, it was a movie, though. Queen did the soundtrack.
Yeah, that was 83, 84, man. That was like the time of Dune and Highlander and all that sort of stuff.
Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, but Dune was going to be, I don't know, was Dune was, I thought Dune was like late 70s as well. But
no, 1984, mate.
No. Star Wars was the first one, mate.
Certainly was.
Was it, when did the first Star Trek movie came out? Well, Star Trek as a series was before.
Yeah.
Quite different.
So, Dave, where did Dropship 15 get its influences from then?
No, it was was this that game I said? StarCraft.
Oh, StarCraft.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, StarCraft and Aliens, the second Alien movie.
Oh, yeah, cool. Right.
And Starship.
Have you ever gone back and revisited the Star Wars movies, or that was once when you were 19 and then?
No, I've seen all three of them, and then I watched. It all went quiet for a long time, and then they brought out with that one with the big red face with the bloke of the horns and that, and everyone got all interested in it again. So a couple of the mates I was with, they were head over heels on that one, and they were talking about it. So I watched those. Well, the first one of those ones, and then the next one I watched. Then I took the kids to watch the third one, and that was, I said, this is bloody crap. I'm not bloody watching any more of this. So I never went back to watch any more of them. No.
Yeah, right.
Did anybody else go to the premiere for Phantom? Because I went to the premiere to Phantom Menace. Pre-booked the ticket.
I saw all three of those at the midnight showing.
And I'm glad I went because there's people dressed up and it was a cool atmosphere. And I remember when the Lucasfilm logo came out, everybody's cheering, going, yeah. And then when the movie finished, I thought, like, that wasn't too bad. I liked the pod race. And then everybody else was.
Yeah, I liked them. I liked all of them. You know,
Yeah.
Revenge of the Sith, I really loved. I went and saw that multiple times.
Which one's that? Like, I don't know the names of them. I know it was 1, 2, 3, and then
Where
the
old
next one.
Obi-Wan hacks up Anakin, and there's old General Grievous, the
Anakin.
metal dude.
You're right. Anakin's the second series. I know that.
Yeah, so that's the like how Darth Vader became Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember
makes
the
you
Weird Al
feel for him.
Yankovic song? Where he did the American Pie thing, but instead of the American Pie lyrics, he just told the whole trilogy storyline in the song.
Nah.
That's a really good
it's funny,
song.
that is. It's funny. I like
Nick's English is better than mine. Can you describe what I'm trying to say?
No, I think you described it perfectly. I know that a lot of new Star Wars fans really jumped on that Weird Al, and he had a bit of a resurgence.
Oh, Yankovic.
Yeah.
Weird Al Yankovic, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's funny.
Yeah, he was funny. Very clever.
He's still alive. He still looks exactly the same now as, like, I don't know, I think he's a 60-year-old dude, but he still looks the same as he did in the 80s.
Don't we all?
Scary.
Yeah. Well, I
All
think,
right, well, Dave.
Yep.
So I've got some Star Wars questions here.
All right.
And I'll start with you for this one because
Mate, yeah, it's
don't
an
like
easy
Star
one.
Wars.
Good.
In Star Wars, what do they call the invisible power that binds the galaxy together?
The Force.
Hey, there we go. Ding, ding. Sizzle, how many languages is C-3PO fluent in?
Oh God, I don't know.
No.
A lot.
You
A
can-
very,
you can-
very lot.
A very, very lot.
Very, very lot. I'm making up. See, that's my own language. That's a new one by C-3PO.
Thanks,
Take
Shane.
a wild stab. If I said it was over something million, what would you do?
It was like some ridiculous number. It was like 30,000 or something ridiculous like that.
Over 60 million languages, mate.
60 million. I knew it was
Yeah.
some huge number. Yeah.
Nick May, who was it that killed Mace Windu?
Did Mace Windu actually die? I thought no body, no death. Palpatine.
The correct answer was Darth Sidious.
No.
And
Spoiler alert.
How cool that Ian McDermott had to wear makeup to play the Emperor in the first three, and then what was it? 20 years later, he's an old dude and he can play Palpatine.
Oh, I didn't know it's the same guy.
Didn't know
It's
that.
the same guy.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
He's a red dude.
Most impressive.
Oh,
Excellent, young Skywalker.
Quick, you can
Yeah.
have the Force for a day or a lightsaber for a day.
much.
Which do you want?
I'll take the Force. Thank you very
And
much.
what would you do with it?
I just
Steel lightsabers.
Princess Leia made herself fly around in one of the films, and I was like, why aren't they all doing that? So that's what I'd be working on.
To be fair, she was flying through space. So
Yeah.
Put me in space, bruh.
Yeah. So you'd also have to use the Force to be able to breathe in space.
I'll take it.
Okay. Lee, so Quick didn't take the lightsaber, so it's been gifted to you. What do you do with it?
Oh, Rob, what wouldn't you do with it, mate? I don't know. I'd do childish shit, I guess. Like, wouldn't have to make up that sound effect anymore when I'm mucking around at home with the broomstick. So I'd have a day off that. I don't know. I reckon I'd like to see where people's faces were if you like walked into Woolworths and they said that'll be like $12 for a lettuce, and you just busted out the old, and hacked off the, like the cash register or something. I don't know, man. I'd do weird shit. Just fun stuff like that.
3 letters.
Yeah, I'd go for I'd use it and the power it brought to get me a case of lettuce. There you go. That shit's expensive, man, and I'm a vegetarian. I gotta eat.
Hey, Lady Radis, we didn't find out who your favorite Star Wars character is.
Mine was stolen. It's definitely the Ewoks. They're ridiculous looking, like insanely ridiculous looking. Like they're meant to be cute, but they're actually physically creepy. And it's a good mixture.
Would you have one as a pet?
Is that a question?
Wow.
That's a 100% yes. I would definitely have one.
Awesome. What else we got? Nathan.
Yep.
You are in charge of looking after a monstrous rancor. Talk us through your day.
I wouldn't know the first thing about Rancor care. And make sure he's got fed plenty of what are those pig guards?
Gamorrean guards.
Pig guards.
I hope it's with the name. Those are the pig nose guards. Feed him a couple of
Muzzle.
those.
Muzzle.
A few. Yeah. Got to take him for a walk. So I suppose get one of the big AT-AT walkers to have a leg.
Oh wow! Yeah, good.
Got to keep him fit and healthy.
See, responsible ownership of a pet, mate. I like that. I like that.
That's the same way you look after a dog, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. A big dog, yeah.
Yep.
Alex.
Yes.
What spacecraft from Star Wars, besides the Millennium Falcon, would you like to use?
You know what? I think the TIE Fighter looks cool. But they get shot down super easy. When I was playing, I had Star Wars Arcade on my 32X when I was a kid, and for me, Star Wars was more video games than the movies, because because like if you're like in the like early 90s, the movies were pretty old, and I skipped them, but they were just making a ton of games. So especially on PC, but I had the 32X, and I was playing the X-Wing. And then every time you got shot, R2-D2 would scream, go, I don't know, this is really bad. R2-D2 didn't sound like that at all. So that was
that was his cat brother.
Yeah. So the X-Wing could get shot a couple of times at a better shield than the TIE Fighter, but the TIE Fighter looked better. So yeah, I don't know. Pod races. Cool.
Get over pod races.
But that was a good game too. I had that on the Dreamcast, and I was playing that a lot. That was a really cool game. Don't know if I have a question for everybody. Did anybody else play Star Wars games in the ever?
Pod Racer was the best on 64.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I played the Jedi Temple one, Jedi Academy, I think, where Luke's your teacher, and you keep leveling up as a character, and you whatever that one's called. Is that a thing?
No,
I don't know that one.
Thing?
No idea.
Sounds more like a dream.
The Lego Star Wars, which are really cool, where you just played the trilogy dressed up as as the Lego toys.
Oh, they are awesome games.
That sounds cool.
All right. Well, what about this then? Just out of Star Wars for a sec. What's your favorite vehicle from all of pop culture? What have you got? Like Knight Rider. I would have Knight Rider.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Lauren took mine.
See, I'm still stuck in Star Wars. I'm Millennium Falcon. I'm sorry.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Who's got that?
What underrated car in Hollywood? The one from Greece, where they just has like little blades chopping up the other car.
It flies.
It has a
flies
blade
into the distance.
Yeah, they do. They go drag racing, and then the other guy has like these blades coming out, and he just chops up. Is that? Am I thinking of the right movie? Yeah, that is.
You are. The Crater Face.
That was a pod racer, dude.
That's cool too. Yeah, but that was.
Yeah, wow! I didn't realize they had badass vehicles in Greece.
Oh, dude, watch it again.
It's called Grease Lightning. Jesus.
Chris Lightning McQueen.
Dave, favorite pop culture vehicle?
I pulp culture vehicle. Batmobile, I guess. I don't have one, but Batmobile will do. That's
a good answer. It's a good answer.
Yeah,
it's a pretty good answer.
Good answer, just not much conviction. The tone was like, "Oh, I got to say something."
Yeah, like where's the love for Herbie the Love Bug and
the DeLorean from Back to the Future?
All too long ago for me to remember the Love Bug.
Love Bug?
We went and watched those movies when they came out. Like we were in the picture theatre when they came out. Herbie and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That was back in the 60s when that came out, I think.
Yeah.
So I saw all those when they came out, but it's too long ago for them to be fresh in my memory.
Sis, give me a favorite vehicle.
Already did. Millennium Falcon. But then I started thinking Herbie as well. I'm a bit confused.
He's hoping you'll change your mind.
Give me more. The A-Team van.
It doesn't do anything. It's just got the A-Team in it.
There you go.
If you get the A-Team with it, I'm all for this.
What about the Mystery Machine?
Yeah.
Same thing. You just get the team. As long as the team are in it, I'm going down with the van.
I'm sorry. Have you seen a car with a sick detail on the outside like the Mystery Machine?
Yeah, true,
I don't think so.
Yes.
Batmobile can suck it.
There you go, Alex.
Nice, Nick.
There you go. Yeah, I'm just Google image search the cars from Greece, and they're really cool looking. Like you don't think of it, but it's a pretty groovy car. It's got flames on it and stuff.
Wow.
It's dramatic.
Are we allowed to still like the General Lee? Because that was cool. Like maybe don't have the flag on it anymore.
You're not allowed to, Rob. It's a whole package or nothing at all.
Yeah.
This is the
what about the Echo 1? Ghostbusters station wagon thing.
Excuse me, we've already said
Did someone say that?
Straight off the bat.
Yeah.
I don't know how you know the names to all these things.
Yeah.
It's called Google.
All the actual useful information is long
Different generation, Dave. Well, we've all thought of these things.
Does Battle Cat count as a vehicle?
Oh,
I'm there.
That was pretty cool.
Does it a mode of transportation? Yes.
I mean, that'd be cool, man, though, eh? Like, you know, if you had a dog that you could just go, come on, let's go, and then just up it went and then just full of fucking armor and shit. You know, I could imagine riding Lloyd down to Woolworths, say, with my lightsaber, you know what I mean, rocking in there. I'd love to see those fuckers' faces, man, if I turned up for pickup. Groceries. Oh, have you got your license, sir? Oh, of course I do. Here's my number.
Well, if Battle Cat is a vehicle, then Optimus Prime could be a vehicle, right? So
it's because he's an actual vehicle, mate.
Only when he transforms.
You could be like hanging out with your buddy and be like, all right, time to head off.
No, not head off.
Roll out the character names from GoBots just to drop those references.
But it have to be Bumblebee, but OG Bumblebee, none of this Camaro stuff. Like it needs to actually be a proper.
But they came back, didn't they make the Bumblebee movie? Isn't he going back to a Volkswagen in that one?
Yeah, because they got too much hate.
The first 90%.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers. Oops.
Spoilers that they've
giving away old movies. How dare I?
Shame job. Here we go. I think someone said this at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Hey, Massa.
Chris Lightning McQueen.
Meow. Look, the animate, Alex. Isn't that cool? Meow.
Oh, wow. There you go. Well, what am I doing wasting my time drawing all these frames?
Been wondering for a few episodes.
Oh, good point, Jamie.
Oh, what is that?
That's a
Gundam.
cool
Mecha.
Yeah.
Mecha.
Oh,
I'll take a Mecha Godzilla if that's the case. Just nicking down to the shops, babe.
Ninja Turtle van. Yes.
Oh,
Agreed.
see? Yeah. Now that's
That's
one where
not
you're not getting the team, but it's still you look badass as you go down the street.
Especially with the turtle shell phones. Yeah, killer.
Yep.
Well, then doesn't SpongeBob have like a funky car? Oh yeah, he's a hamburger car.
That's right. He does have a hamburger car.
Yeah, not my favorite.
Not on the list. Sorry.
You're going
Fun
backwards.
fact, we had to in year 7 at high school had to build a car and then carry it like in a running race sort of thing. You're in the car, and me and Dan May made a turtle van.
Oh, sweet.
And you had to like take your shoes off halfway and then keep going. And we forgot that part and thought we'd won and chucked our van down, and the whole thing started falling apart. And then we realized the race was still going, but the van had fallen apart. And, yeah,
And you cried.
yeah. We just liked the excuse of being able to draw turtles on school time.
That would be cool.
What is the name of the guy, the flying dude that owned Anakin Skywalker?
Watto.
Oh,
I know he's like
Child slavery.
Didn't you hear me, Nick? Do you want me to say it again?
Greedo.
No.
Sebulba.
Oh, that Nick. I was trying to help you joke out. I was wondering where it's going. I was ruining it.
Who built C-3PO?
Anakin built it.
Yep, little old Anakin.
How old was Yoda when he died?
935.
Isn't it 27? Isn't that like all great musicians die at 27?
Yeah. Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, Yoda.
We did sing that Seagull song, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Someone got it.
If you guys haven't seen it,
You got to watch out for those coconuts, eh?
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen that song, that's funny. That part was, what is it? Walking down the beach and Seagull drops a coconut on his head or something like that.
I can't remember. It's just I remember about it being about seagulls or something.
So anybody seen the Christmas special that apparently George Lucas tried people not to watch it anymore? Like, is that available or?
It got
I don't
re-released.
know. I've heard of it, but I never watched it.
I got a feeling it's on Disney Plus.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm pretty sure it is. So if someone's got Disney Plus, maybe look it up. Because George Lucas doesn't own any of that anymore, does he?
Well, that's true.
No, he
Is it
sold us for
Disneyland
$4 billion reviews.
Did Disneyland buy the franchise to Star Wars? Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard they ruined it. Is that right?
Well,
Depends who you are.
Depends who you listen to. I don't
Tibet,
know.
well, from my understanding, Star Wars fans will hate everything Star Wars except the first 3 movies.
Yeah.
But then,
Depends
like
on the
more,
fan.
I think now it's becoming a little bit. I think people like other stuff now, but I remember when the prequels came out for a while, like everybody hated that.
Hey,
Not
Sizzle,
everyone.
what was the name of the Death Star's original commander?
Some
Greedo.
horrible names. Don't know. Some
I
dude.
told you he was Grand.
Moff.
Tarkin.
Cuba.
wouldn't it?
Hey, you got a bit of
Ah,
from the peanut gallery, but
I have a clue. I don't remember names of characters from movies. Amazing. I
now
even
look-
know everyone.
let's go around the room and everyone do their Chewbacca impression. That'll make for good viewing.
Sick.
It's good for the audio listeners.
You got to yodel. That's the real trick.
Was that Lauren?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
Me, I can do it.
I thought I heard you do
Let's hear
it
it.
I can't do it, but I'll try and do it. It's not going to be great.
Go.
Ahem. No.
Oh, you can't tease us like that.
All
I
that
can
gilder.
gobble. That's about the most I got. Sorry.
Yeah, don't ask
Lee,
me.
what about you? I reckon you could do a good Chewy.
Me?
It
Oh,
would feel right if you gave it a shot, Lee.
I don't know if I really want to. I've got stage fright now.
You'd have to be very
Rick's
drunk.
already throw you as a Chewbacca, so I reckon just to complete the whole picture.
Oh, right. I see. Chewbacca's gone for like inverted mohawk now, has he? I'm not quite sure the picture's all there there, champ, but you know, there you go. Like so, I don't know. Like there you
Awesome.
go.
Better than me.
Isn't that like you have to roll your tongue like or something? That didn't.
See?
That wasn't true.
Oh, yeah, getting there.
It's supposed to be deep. This was like Chewie getting kicked in the balls.
Not something I'm familiar with. I'm sorry.
Here's something I do for the kids at school. I say, all right, who am I drawing? And I'll do one of these. I'll go, come on, guessing. I'll do 2 circles.
Are we allowed to guess?
Yeah, go for it.
Darth Vader.
I'm just going to draw a triangle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a fun one.
Robert Ernie.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's.
And then you start drawing a Nazi helmet for some strange reason. But the other one I do, and this has got me in trouble, is I'll go, all right, who's this, ladies and gentlemen?
It did.
Oh, gee.
Whoops! It's the robot, guys. It's R2D2. I walked right into that one. Sorry, guys. Sorry, principal, who just walked into the room.
We'll get in trouble for that, mate.
Lee, they give you the franchise for a day. They want you to pitch them the next movie, who it's about, what it's about. What do you got?
Just little questions tonight, Rob.
Yeah, I haven't really thought long and hard about that one, Rob, but off the top of my head, I reckon that I see Disney disowned this shit, but in the comic books, old John Ostrander and an artist called Jan, I'm terrible with pronunciations, DeCima, did a series where Luke Skywalker's grandson, Cade Skywalker, was the dude, and they completely changed the future of Star Wars in terms of created a whole new world, new vehicles, everything, and they introduced all these really cool characters that sort of sneak in, like there's the Dark Jedi. I don't know, man. I'd probably go with that comic book series actually. There, I think it was called Star Wars Legacy from the top of my mind. It was awesome. Like, I don't know why they sort of didn't think about having a shot at that, to be honest with you. It would have been new and fresh, but same sort of feel. So I'd probably ask them for $5 to have a crack at that with my plastic toys, and like some stop motion, and Lloyd can be the main villain. It'd be interesting.
My favorite Star Wars comic is Dark Empire, and that's basically picks up.
I've got them on over in the portal, mate. Yeah, I bought them many years ago.
Yeah, and Luke,
Planet Destroyer and shit.
Yeah, a little bit. I probably sad that Luke immediately goes kind of evil after Return of the Jedi, but pretty badass.
Spoilers. Everybody's seen those Star Wars movies. Does he get bad? Does he get evil?
This is now. It's no longer in canon. The comics. It was about like what happened after the original trilogy, but it's now.
I sort of would have rather had seen Luke go bad than Luke go like all, I'm going to stick myself on an island and, throw my lightsaber away and, like I'm the universe's greatest hero, but fuck everyone, like.
He went emo.
Become a bit of a hermit, did he?
He did. But the strange part is, man, I quite liked that movie, The Last Jedi. I didn't think it was too bad. It sort of like really veered off from everything, so it was a bit different for the whole Star Wars world and stuff.
I'm just a sucker for Star Wars, so
yeah, same really, man.
Yeah,
I'll sit down and watch any of it.
Do you guys watch any of the fan films? There was one fan one, I forgot what it was called, but they basically did cops, but it was done on the Star Wars universe, and it had like one of those little. I'm not Star Wars fan enough, but it had like one of these like little dwarves with the little glowing eyes, and I think it was like a a Boba Fett style character pulling over, and it was done completely like cops.
Troopers.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Troopers. That's the one. Nick knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was a winner. It's great. It was like pre-YouTube as well. It was pretty out there when it came out.
I think everyone's missing the pinnacle of parodies for Star Wars.
Spaceballs.
Oh, yeah. Spaceballs.
You mean to tell me this ship is run by a bunch of assholes? Yes, sir. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but yeah.
I saw it when it came out. I haven't seen it since.
That wasn't good. That wasn't fun in the playground when your family name is Major.
Oh, funny.
Dave.
Yeah.
This is a long shot, but I'm going to go for it.
Yep.
Who is Luke and Leia's mother?
Oh,
Any idea?
I don't know. No, I don't know that one.
Mrs. Skywalker.
All right,
Luke
I'll go
and Leia's
to. I want to go to someone who doesn't necessarily. All right, Alex. Do you know who Luke and Leia's mum is?
I told you, Mrs. Skywalker.
No?
It was like
she never
Padme or
took
something.
her name.
It's like
What?
Padme. The girl
Well,
from,
they did get married, didn't they? So it's like
Yeah.
I mean,
anyway, it's
I've
Natalie
never
Portman,
heard her
right?
say that she.
Natalie Portman. I like it. Good answer.
Maybe they
No, you said her name.
I did say Padme, right?
You
Isn't
said
it?
Padme, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
this
that's
whole
it.
time her last
Yeah,
name.
Star Wars.
Maybe it's been Anakin, Luke
I know
Skywalker.
Star Wars. Star Wars too, right? Joking.
and they fell in love with in that field of giant fat CGI buffalo in the long grass or whatever, laughing and frolicking and
So
shit.
romantic.
Just ignoring
No,
the fact that he
that's
was
not
a
one of
child.
Oh,
She was the girl with the red dot on her lips.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was Keira Knightley.
Oh, yeah, you're thinking of Jedi Dot Lips.
There you go, Lee. I haven't drawn you for a while, so I gave you a good one.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Very
It's
good.
not. You forgot the lettuce though, Nick. Like I've got to think of lettuce today. I was shocked by the price of them, man. Like can't believe it.
Yeah, I'll change that picture a bit. Give me a sec. You quick sex.
All right.
All right.
All right. That's okay
All right.
with me, Nick.
They're
As
all
long as it's quick. As long as it's quick.
I think it'll pay off. I think. Probably not.
If you could die and come back as a Force ghost, quick, who would you haunt, for lack of a better word, or hang out with and give advice to?
Advice or haunt?
Leave some
Vagueness of the
haunting
questions.
advice.
You know what? I'd just sit over your shoulder, Rob, and just be like, "Oh, no, give him bigger eyes." Like, just just make his hands go a bit wider, and like, make him say this. I'd just do that because I'd still be a creative person, and I just kind of pour it through you poor sucker.
So, like, I'm sitting in a meeting, like a creative meeting, and they're like, "Oh, what ideas have you got?" And I'm like, "Talk to me, Master Quick. Master Quick, are you there?"
So there's this bird, right? He's a budgie, and
and they're like, "Rob, you've pitched that every time. Don't blame me. Blame the Force Ghost."
Or else I'm never going. It's never going away.
And
I've got a quick one for you. Sorry.
I would haunt Lee Chalker with lettuce jokes, with Star Wars references.
Awesome.
Speaking of lettuce jokes,
You find that quite amusing.
this just came in.
Hey,
Uh,
amazing!
That's
Nice
cool.
work, Davo.
I like that. Good work. Is that
That's a really
Tony?
good
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And you see how many jokes he's incorporating? You were also writing Lloyd as Battle Cat.
Mate, he's a
Battle
good
Cat,
man. I like
Yeah,
his
bring that back
cartoons. I always
Do it
laugh
again.
at his stuff every day.
Yeah, that's
Every
wild.
day. Yep.
Good on
Agreed.
you, champion.
Well done, Davo. Good one, mate.
Someone's listening.
Here's a question that I need a legit answer on because I'm drawing them into the thing. Tatooine has 2 sons or 3 sons?
2.
What color are they?
Well,
One red?
hopefully one's orange and hopefully one's yellow.
Did you draw them as well? We share one cartoonist brain, I swear.
You got the same ghost haunting you. That's the problem.
Ah, yes.
Thanks, Lee.
I had to laugh at the new Obi-Wan series. How they're like they've brought back the that young guy Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Play Darth Vader. I think because to play Darth Vader basically means put this costume on, cover your face, and we'll redo all your voice with James Earl Jones. But thanks for coming out, Hayden. It's good to see you on set, mate. It's good stuff.
He probably got paid a cool $500,000 for that, mate. I'd
Probably.
probably get on a plane and duck down there to dress up too, man.
The first guy, I can't remember his name now on top of my head. David
Prowse.
Prowse. Yes. He didn't realize that they were going to overdub him. So he played Darth Vader with an English accent, like
Because he had a
join the
strange
force,
accent,
Luke.
didn't it?
Come over here and join the flipping force.
Like, your mo have you, mate.
Probably that's why they dubbed it over. It's like, oh, this is horrible.
It's just not working.
Brilliant.
And they didn't tell him the correct lines for the big season 2, episode.
Oh,
2.
no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They said Obi-Wan didn't tell you who your father is. Obi-Wan was your father.
And Luke overreacted to that. As
Yes,
far as
like,
he-
no! It would have been like, should have been like, this is the best news. I love that guy.
Oh, Benny boy.
That would be weird for David Prowse just going, why is Luke so pissed off? Wouldn't he be kind of chuffed?
Oh, we're almost at the hour mark.
Yeah. I need like another 6 minutes.
Oh,
Alex
Alex
is
is
gone
gone
for
for
injury
injury time.
This came in a bit early. A lot of effort's being put into this one. It's not the hour. This is from Michelle.
Whoa,
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow, this is more than this took more than an hour.
I love the
Michelle's
green.
pretty quick.
Yeah.
Maybe hour and a half. Start half hour. Right?
I love the glow on his outfit.
That's very, very nice.
Yeah,
That's
that's
very
awesome.
nice.
Very well done.
Great work, Michelle.
Yeah, the backlighting sick.
And then Dan May, becoming a bit of a tradition.
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Piece.
Well
That was
done,
great.
mate.
Can everyone see it?
Yeah, on the Clone
Oh,
Wars.
yeah.
Great.
Very, very good.
It's a different
Very
style.
good, Dan.
Oh, that's from the
That's Clone
TV
Wars
series,
style.
the Genndy Tartakovsky.
Yeah, the good
version.
one. Yeah.
And then Davo77 sent in this one.
Oh, Davo on fire
Oh, he's
tonight.
done too.
Hey.
Fire.
Slow down,
Nice.
Dave.
Good work.
Very
Cool.
good, Davo.
And then
Well
we
done,
got
mate.
Nick May has sent his over.
Oh,
That's cool.
damn it. That's amazing.
That's so good.
2 sons look good. I have failed you. I have failed you.
I like his lightsaber. You're definitely watching the series, or you know stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. Great,
That's
mate.
great.
Thank you.
So how's
You
everyone else
inspired
going?
my sky color.
So you're going to do a show and tell?
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
if you're ready.
We'll blow that up, please.
Oh, wow. Holy
Oh,
moly.
awesome.
That's
Pack it.
cool.
Nice.
There you go.
That's Luke,
Great,
isn't it?
Nathan.
That is sick.
Good, good work, Nathan.
It ended up looking more like old Luke than old Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the Luke brow or something.
Yeah.
Well, they are related.
No.
Well, this means I'm going to have to bring mine up early to fill a bit of time.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, mate.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hang on, I got to bring up my own screen. Are you ready for it?
Oh, great work.
Oh,
Yes.
Good one, Sis.
Looks like you and McGregor.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Very good, mate.
Sweet.
Very good.
Well done, Sizzle.
So that's what, 3 shows in a row, 4 shows in a row. I haven't
Yeah,
been
and you
counting.
said you weren't going to tonight.
I wasn't
so
going to, but I thought I'd give it a go. I got
kept the
less
streak
stressed
alive.
about the day that's been. So
Mate. They'll be in colour soon.
no, that's never going to happen.
Okay.
That's a good way to destroy one of my pictures, which are already bad enough.
Lauren, are you joining the light side or the dark?
Five, 4. Is there a medium? Because okay, wait, no. The more important question is which one can I get a purple lightsaber?
Oh, do you
Well,
have
that
that
would be
sort of
Jedi.
Samuel L. Jackson stroke? Do you think?
lightsabers are
Yeah,
pink, right?
yeah.
Because
Hey?
it better be. Lightsabers are
No.
pink, right?
No.
No, they come in different colors, right?
Green,
Yep, they
blue, red, purple.
Yeah, pink one.
Yeah.
Can't you? Oh, you can today. Don't want to
Ah,
give away
you-
too
someone
much.
I
drew
don't
it.
know if I've seen one, but I think you can make it any color you want, can't you? Or is it
No,
the
it
crystal?
means
that
it's got a
dictates?
meaning behind it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I
It
think
depends on. I think they call them a kyber crystal, don't they? And you've got to
Hmm.
go and search as a Padawan and the crystal, and you find each other, sort of thing. And depending on the color, is what you're standing in the order is.
and apparently
Oh,
pink's the
right.
only color they can't find.
Yeah. Right. Well, there's always got to be a first, Nick.
No, I don't know. I don't think that's canon, Lee.
Oh. Well, they fucked off the last canon and made up a new one. So let's make a new one now. Pink. I'm for that.
I'd have
Go
a pink
for it.
one. I'd be Spedsy the Hitman Hart, the Jedi.
Black and pink.
Defending the universe, Spedsy with his pink lightsaber.
Yep.
And Michelle has come in with another one
Oh boy.
that she's done tonight.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
holy
God,
gosh.
Michelle's
Very cool.
busy as. Look at that.
Yeah, Michelle's smashing it out.
Well,
Excellent.
wacko. Yeah,
Great work, Michelle.
very good, Michelle. Very good.
I think she's
And I'm
using
terrible
Dan
with
as a model.
names, so Lady Radis is going to have to tell me what this character's name is.
Oh, it's
Ahsoka Tano.
Mhm.
So Katana. Okay, there you go.
Good drawing.
Hells
Lauren.
yeah.
Beautiful,
Wow.
Lauren.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Very
Yeah, it's wicked.
great, Lauren. Fantastic.
Yeah, I love it. Armor.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I was looking at a cosplay of it. Some
Oh, yeah,
my
cool.
reference. So get a little bit more detail, which is good.
Yeah, very, very good.
Here we go. While we're celebrating Lauren, here we go, little one.
Yay!
Hey.
See, now I'm on the light side. It's all right.
Colours. See, Shane? Huh? Push him around.
Still can't do it.
Hey, Spedsy.
So,
Last time I was on here eons ago, for Robbie Donaldson, I forgot to get me little mate on here so Robbie can, keep an eye on Lloyd. So I thought I'd, in a bit of a rush, I've been making sure he's sitting close by. So say hello to Robbie. Hello, Robbie.
speaking of some of our awesome watchers and people on the shows, I believe a few of us picked up one of these this week.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
The latest
mine's not
Ez
within
Kearsley
arm reach.
Dawn.
Ooh.
No, I haven't got it yet.
And a little bit of Kieran Jack apparition action.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, let's hold them up so
nice.
Ed can get his... take a screenshot, Ed. Show your mum.
Where did you get Ed's from? Is that on the comic shop?
No, direct from Ed.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
have
Is he
to
going to
go
put them in
find
the
Ed
shop?
Kearsley on Facebook
That's right, actually. I
or
haven't asked him.
Instagram. And yes, and also
Oh,
friend of the
give me
show and
more.
person on the show
I
is
haven't got it. I haven't got mine yet. I'm still waiting.
Le
patiently.
Wolverine.
They're coming.
Logan French in the house.
Yeah, we're
What's
gonna
that?
get
Will
Logan.
Martin book?
That guy can talk.
And of course, as I was showing at the start of the show, out this week is Presents Noir,
Oh, thank you.
Oh, nice.
available in the
not within
ComX
arm's reach.
shop.
You
There's
want
the
Oh,
Lee
sweet.
cover down below, and then you got the Nick Cleary cover, and you got the not Lee Chalker. This one is Alex Major cover. And then you got
Nick Cleary's
the
holding
Alistair Lockhart cover,
nuts. There it is.
Yeah, nice.
and you got the Lee Chalker cover. And then on the Presents color version, you got the Spedsy one, and unfortunately, I don't have copies of the other ones, so I'll just hold mine up for 4 times as long. There we go. Yeah, available now at comx.shop.
Yes.
Are they available in any shops at all?
Comx.shop.
Like,
I didn't quite catch what you said.
I mean, as in brick and mortar shops.
Kmart, can you
no,
buy them in
no.
Kmart yet?
Not at this point. I'm trying, but not at this point.
In Woolworths next to the lettuce.
Next to the lettuce. Slightly
They'll be
cheaper.
CGC slabbed and they'll still be cheaper.
But is it helpful for anybody? Like, I mean, back in the day when brick and mortar was big, if you hassle your local comic store enough, they would start ordering stuff. So would it help if other viewers would just?
I don't know if the comic store would make any money out of lettuce, Alex, if that's where you're going with your statement.
They probably make more money with lettuce, but
Well, they would with these current prices, let me tell you.
But yeah. So if anybody listening, does it help? So, like Shane, would it help if people stop pestering shops like King's Comics and Minotaur or anybody to start? Does Minotaur even exist still? It's like an old Melbourne. Does it exist, Nick?
I think it does. Yeah.
It
does.
does very much exist.
There'd be like a crowd of like 30, 40 people every day coming in there asking for their Presents books. I want to buy it, but I'm too shy to use my credit card online, but I want to go to a shop.
Well, you just sold another copy. Alex nailed it.
There you go.
Hey, Alex, while we've got you, while we're talking to you, what should people be doing?
They should be liking this video and then subscribing to the channel, and then subscribe to the channel, and then put the thing on loop, and then walk away for 3 weeks or a week. To help the algorithm, leave messages, share it to your friends. Just spam your
that's
friends.
more important than watching it.
So if you've got 3,000 friends on Facebook, just drop them an inbox, all of them, with a link to this.
Nice.
They'll like it. They'll be like, "Oh, what is this? Oh, it's like 9 people talking about Star Wars."
We had some more art come in from one of the better-looking people from Australian Comics. That's awkward. Yeah.
I'm really missing it.
Very good, Rob.
Yeah,
Where's the
nailed it.
toilet?
Cool.
I was going for an apathetic Obi-Wan, and I accidentally drew a really wholesome Obi-Wan. So
You know what those moons look like? It's like when like a lot of digital painters just put like a little color palette on the side of their paintings.
Oh, yeah. I put a lot of
It's
effort
because
into those suns, Alex.
Yeah. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah.
And you just
There you go. I finished
I
mine.
know Shane told me not to do insults, but
Very
yeah,
nice, Dave.
sorry, Shane, rules.
Very
Starting.
nice, Dave.
Thanks,
And I'll
Dave.
just zoom into yours. Hang on. Here we
Beautiful.
go.
That's a ripper, Dave.
That's awesome,
Look
Dave.
at that.
Alec McGuinness, Dave, was also not too fond of Star Wars, just like yourself.
Oh, right. Is that
So
right?
you found a
Right,
kinfolk. He didn't know what it was about, and
yeah.
apparently
Fair
there's letters of him saying that he's on some rubbish movie. Something. Yeah.
Well,
Harrison,
Harrison Ford didn't like Star Wars, I think.
Didn't he?
Star Wars
I
liked
don't think he
him.
liked anything.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
why they
You like
were
text?
possibly going to make Splinter of the Mind's Eye, where Han Solo was dead?
That's
So-
a good book, man.
Yeah.
That's a good book.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tell us more.
That-
Han Solo was dead in the
Well,
post.
Splinter of the Mind's Eye was like they didn't think Star Wars would take off. So George Lucas hired Alan Dean Foster from memory, it's up on the portal, and he was given free rein to do a sequel because in a novel form, and then suddenly Star Wars exploded and they went, oh, bugger the novel off.
Yeah.
We'll go with this big old grandiose idea because the novel's basically set on Tatooine, not Tatooine, but Dagobah, where Yoda's planet is. So it's a trippy book. It's a good book. God, I don't know if you can even still get it anymore. I think there might have
You
been
can
like
get,
30th release.
I think Dark Horse made it into a comic series a long time ago with some beautiful art by Chris Sprouse, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting continuation of Luke and Leia's relationship, I
It
believe.
certainly is.
And a little bit of Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Is it meant to continue on from A New Hope, and as though the other movies don't exist?
So the other movies didn't exist. So
Didn't
they just
exist
thought-
at the time.
They thought Star Wars was going to be a flop, and Harrison Ford probably wouldn't come back for a sequel, so they had him killed off, and and made a nice little Luke, Leia, Vader sort of story, and other characters as well. Yeah,
and that's the whole blow up the Death Star and then rebuild it to blow it up again, because they were like, just in case we can't make another 2, let's just kill the bad guys now. Or at least
Oh, here you go. Here's mine. There you go. Sorry, I haven't drawn much the last couple of weeks. So I haven't penciled anyway.
All right, mate.
that looks fantastically.
Wow, the background's great too.
Well done.
I love the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've been a bit out of practice. Pencils.
Doesn't look like it.
Actually, the bits that you've got hovering around it makes me think, like, would you be walking through the desert and mozzies would just non-stop be flying into your lightsaber?
They wouldn't want to get too close.
Bugger, eh? With the moths and shit. They try and sneak up on someone, sting off, for God's sake, like, especially up here. You go out bush up north up here, mate, and everything comes to the lights. It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like, this isn't a spoiler, but on the latest episode of Obi-Wan, he's walking around with someone small, and he swings his lightsaber behind him with a cool little move, and I'm just like, do you know exactly where the other person is? Because that's like, it's like yeah, that thing. It's not like you can. There's a the side of the blade or something. It's all laser sword.
Yeah, true. Well,
That was fun.
have we hit that time of the night where we have our little character come through and show our Australian character?
Yeah, I think so. And I think I might have got a little spoiler alert in the side here. Oh,
yes. Let's
show
go.
us. Sizzle. Hey! Oh, what?
Two of them.
Amazing!
Train spotting reference.
That's cool.
That
I don't know
is
if anybody remembers
so
train
awesome.
spotting, but
Oh, he's
Good
gone.
things, Alex.
Wow,
Can I
that's a
also
whole
point out
story,
that
Alex.
it's really interesting seeing Ewan McGregor climb into a toilet? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Train spotting.
Train spotting.
Yeah. Wow, Alex, that's so
Oh, right.
cool. Thank you so much.
It was not his first rodeo.
There you go.
Did anyone else
Very
get their,
good, Alex.
Mormon
As
book?
usual.
No, I haven't. I
Bring our
did
book
back
to the
it.
top?
I just haven't got it yet. Nice.
Shadow Daughter, and there's 6 of them.
Yeah.
He's
I
a
got the
busy
whole
boy,
thing.
Morgan.
So yeah, old Morgan's going off.
Yeah, you'll have to
Yes.
crack them open before the Oz ComX show comes back, so you can review it live next to the man himself. You better like it because that'd be awkward.
Different art on this one. Yeah, hopefully I like them. Yeah, you know.
Okay, just tell us what you really think.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that'll be great. Morgan's a good writer.
Yeah, he's awesome. All right. Well, it's about that time, huh? You think so?
Yeah, I reckon it is.
This poor person is looking through the newspaper for info on what projects our artists have been working on. And this lost individual is using a map to find where she can follow our artists on social media and buy their books. How about we save them the trouble and just tell them? We call this next segment Shameless Self-Promotion.
ComX.shop. Buy lots of comics from lots of Australian artists, all for one flat postage rate, which is currently $9. So $9, one book, 100 books, $9.
Do it.
Psychogenitor.com. Buy lots of comics, an even flatter postage rate because I don't know how to do it so that it accumulates. So you can absolutely blow my bank account by clicking all the comics, and I don't know how to make the postage get larger. So it's flat because I don't know how to inflate it. So psychogenitor.com or at Spedsy on Instagram. Quickless.
You can find my stuff at detectivebudgie.com. Here's a little picture Rob drew when he sent me his latest.
Oh, look, quick. Oh, very
Nice.
nice.
Thanks, Lady Radis.
I'm big again. Section. LaurenMarshallArt.com. You can find my portfolio. And I will be at Supernova in Perth in 2 weeks. And
cool.
I've got fresh copies.
Oh yeah, we showed them off last week, but I
good.
think we
Nice.
had turned you off the show by that point.
Yeah.
So later in the night, we showed off your Phantom covers and everything.
Hey, yes, I'll have copies of the Phantom to sell as well. Which, if whatever I don't sell, I'll pop up online, and they'll be signed. So yeah,
Wow.
goodies.
Yeah,
Nice.
awesome.
Nick, up to you.
Sweet. You can find me on Instagram at Chernobyl. I've been working on an idea called Roller Cop 2000, and Ed Kearsley, when he sent me his latest comics, just drew me a little bit of original art of
Bring
my
that up.
character.
Come on.
Oh, nice.
Sizzle, bring that up. What are you doing?
Yep, hang on.
What are you doing?
Checking emails.
Yeah, so a big shout out and a big thank you to Ed.
Yeah.
Visit Rob, buy some comics, some what are we calling them again? Rob? Vermouth with the Nick May covers. I've also allegedly got something coming out in the future with Silver Fox Comics called Zombie Basketball, or I'm not sure when that's coming out. But nothing's quite as exciting as hearing from Alex.
Before we go on to my self-promotion, I just want to double check. You said Supernova Perth's next weekend or the weekend after?
No, 2 weeks. I think next weekend Sydney, and then the following.
Yeah. So yeah, just anybody confused? I'm confused. So just to get it correct, it should be 25th of June and 26th of June. So if I never know what's next week. Is that this week? Whatever. So I want to see Lauren.
It's the following one from this one.
Yeah, if you're gonna, make sure you show up on the 25th and not on the 18th. I'll be there, but I don't have a book to sell or anything. I'll be just roaming around, being awkward for like about 2 hours, and I'm like, all right, been here, done that, and then I'm just gonna go home. So, anyways, that's just like a vision to the future. Promotion-wise, Sloppy Bunny Tunes on the TikTok, on the Instagram, and on the Webtoons. Lee, pick yourself.
Mate, you can get my stuff from the ComX shop, battleforbustle.com. Like all the stuff's there. you can get Presents Noir issue 3, which has got a lot of stuff in it, including Spedsy and Ryan Vella and my little beauty called Ring Around the Rosie. Yeah, just busy, mate. So doing my thing. So you can find me in those places on Facebook. Reach out, say good day. I'm always around. So, and you can catch me most Saturday mornings with another bloke I know on ComX Unbound. So, yeah.
Look at that.
YouTube or Facebook.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Me and Lee and Ryan Vella got the team up. You can't miss it. It's
Wow.
That's a powerful looking page.
It's awesome.
yeah.
that's
Great.
I'll tell you, I'm gonna sneak this one in because this is an up and comer with another fella that's part of the crew too, and his name's Ben Sullivan, and he presents Magic on paper. And I've had the daunting task of inking him for the last 4 or 5 weeks, so I'm going to give you a look at one page here. So yeah, have a gander at that.
Wow,
so,
that's awesome.
yeah, learning lots of stuff and having the pleasure of working with some very delightful and friendly and very talented creators. So yeah, it's a good time at the moment. So
Crazy.
Yeah. Other than that,
I don't know, Nathan. Let her rip,
Okay.
mate.
I'm shocking with the camera angles. You can find my work.
Yeah.
It's my comic Redback Armageddon. It's probably easier to just do this.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yay.
That's cheating,
on
mate.
social media, Instagram, Facebook. If you just look up Nathan Grixty, and it's just an extra treat as well. Because I promised Shane I'd bring these along for about 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
My,
Yay.
Signed as well.
6 issues of Scud signed by Rob Schraub.
Ooh.
There we
That's
go.
awesome.
nice.
That was one of those books
Thanks,
I actually
Nathan.
picked up as it was coming out in the night. So that's me. So I'm currently still working on the 3rd and 4th issue of Redbacks at the moment. I've had a few health issues over the last 12 months or so it's kind of knocked me about a bit, but getting back on it now. So hopefully at some point this year I'll have the 3rd and 4th issues out. And hopefully
Yeah,
whatever
mate. Great
events
stuff.
are going on in Adelaide.
Bring it up, mate. Bring it up.
Good
What are you
stuff,
doing,
mate.
Sis? Come on.
So that's
No, I'm
Wow.
issue.
Bring it
Wow.
up.
That looks amazing.
That's
Very
nice,
cool.
It's issue 1 and issue 2. So it's bikies and mutant animals and satanic wizards, all in the Australian outback.
Hell
Ooh,
yeah.
Good stuff.
Fantastic, mate.
That's my my big baddie.
Yeah. You're ripping.
That's awesome.
The blue skull.
We need to get some in the ComX shop, Nathan.
Yes.
Do it.
Yes, like I said, I've been a bit slack, so not slack, but I've been getting on top of health things. But I'm getting on top of it now, so hopefully I'll be getting it all up and running again very, very shortly.
Yeah, that's awesome. It looks wicked.
Thanks.
Is that where did you say we can get that from, Nathan?
If I hold that, it's probably the easiest way to get in touch with me.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Not
So
a
not
damn-
Not
Adam
a
Steve,
damn-
Tom,
Not Adam Steve.
yeah, or
Oh.
on Instagram or Facebook, just at my name. People can get in touch with me there.
Right. Not a damn Steve. Right, mate.
So that you'll get the joke if you go onto the website. I had an exhibition to do with LGBT issues during the marriage equality debate, and the name's just kind of stuck.
Not Adam Steve.
Yeah, not
Right.
Adam Steve.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah.
I thought it said not a damn Steve.
That's what I thought too.
Not
I
Adam.
don't know why.
Right, great.
So that's
mate.
mine.
Han
Alright.
Solo, something like that.
My stuff is I've got similar to Nathan. I've got all pre-organised.
What?
Oh,
I wanna write out a
what's going
thing.
on, guys?
Oh my god,
Dave,
did you
you've
really
never
have
done
it?
that before? How'd you know that Nathan's going to do it?
You actually have it pre-planned before Nathan.
Me and Nathan are in cahoots.
The psychic bikey things take.
Got to be in the
What's
click.
going on?
Still working on my Beowulf and Grendel story.
Very cool.
pages.
That's great.
Got a couple
man.
done this week. Today wasn't very productive though, but nice one there with a horse getting scared. I like that horse.
Is that Dinky?
Dinky pose for that, yeah. And nice couple of ships here that I did. I was pretty happy with the way they turned out.
Cool.
Another horse.
Good, mate.
And today's effort, I didn't get much done today. Just got started. I made a spelling mistake or two with the text. Okay, so yeah, that's my ongoing project. And that'll be finished hopefully in a couple of weeks. That's all from me. On Indy.com and the ComX shop.
That's where you can find me. These guys ripped off my sign idea. Sons of guns. All right. Well, fun show, guys. You did it. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Your certificates are in the mail. Signed, sealed, and delivered. They're scratch and sniff, so make sure you give them a scratch. Something. We will see you next week. Are we drawing Miss
Dunno.
She-Hulk? We don't know. We don't know what we're
We
drawing.
don't know yet. We haven't. I've been very
Right.
unorganized. I apologize.
No, my fault. I started talking when I didn't know the answer.
Right.
So, thank
Video
you to
game
everyone
character.
here in the room. Sorry, Alex.
Video game like Mario or Solid Snake or something. I don't know.
Solid Snake.
What?
I don't know. Do you want to
What I-
hear more about Alex's Solid Snake? Go to @SloppyBunnyTunes.
No, I don't want
Then-
any more of that bloody.
That's our show, I think.
Yes, that's the show.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. ComX shop. Good night, all.
Thank you,
You guys
guys.
later.
Thank you, everybody in the room. Thank you, everybody watching. Peace out. Till next week.
The show has died. It is dead. But in 1 week, like a phoenix, it will rise again. So stop the crying at once. Instead, head to comx.shop and dry your tears on a copy of Amazing Tales by Dave Dye. The Devil's Toilet by Spedsy. ComX Presents featuring Ed Kearsley, Tony Menzie, Duncan Pranavicius, Peter Wilson, Lee Chalker, Zach George, and so much more. The list is longer than this outro. See you next Friday for more drinking and drawing. Alright Sizzle, press the button. Sizzle. Don't make me come over there and butter your crumpet. Sizzle, doink the thing. I shouldn't have to scold you like this in front of your friends. Slap your honk on the thing. Sizzle, I can see your cupcakes. I mean, they look delicious. Are those sprinkles? Sizzle, eat the button. I mean press it. Why would you eat a button? Sizzle. Sausage sizzle. #bunning.